Well, I'll tell you what. Besides the beach, I have a feeling that the warmer weather, thus the coat coming off, has you maybe itching a little bit to get back into the garden. As always, I caught up with Peter Mezitt from Weston Nurseries, and we talked about what is ripe for planting right now. Hey, we're talking a New England favorite today. We're talking rhododendrons here with Peter from Weston Nurseries. And they come in every shape, every size, every color. So, I mean, where do we even start?
I don't know where to start with rhodies because they're one of my favorite plants. They're really what help define New England's landscape. The large leaf rhodies are in bloom in May around here, and you can see these that we have with us today.
I mean, honestly, every color. I had no idea that they came in yellows. And really, when you put them all together like this, it's almost like a sea of flowers of different colors. It's really quite beautiful.
That's how I like to see them in the landscape. I mean, look at that. They bloom approximately at the same time. You'll get, 3 or 4 weeks between all the varieties when they're massed together like this. It's just extraordinary color.
Okay, so as far as the different sizes go, this is going to be a little bit smaller, this variety, than say that one, correct?
Right. This one I put in front for a reason because it doesn't get as big as these guys in back. This is a yak variety called Yaku Prince. Really deep pink buds opening up white, but it only gets about 3, maybe 3.5 feet. So you would use that right on your foundation in kind of a shadier spot, preferably.
Okay, and now versus that one that gets how big?
These guys back here, all these different colors, they'll get 8, 9 feet someday. So you probably want to keep those a little bit further away from the house. Again, in part shade conditions is perfect. But against the wood lines, picture an evergreen backdrop with these in front of it. Wouldn't it be beautiful?
And this is actually a plant that you told me likes a little acidity in the soil. You don't have to put down that lime that we've been talking about so much this season.
No lime. Just put them in your soils. They like a well-drained soil, but they love the New England soils. They do so well here because the soil is acidic, and they like that.
Okay, gotcha. And that one's actually our baby one. This one stays a little bit smaller, correct?
I wanted to show another type of rhododendron. This is a small leaf rhododendron. So these bloom in April versus the large leaf rhododendrons typically bloom May into June. And these guys right here don't have the big flower heads, but they provide a lot of early season color that also helps define our New England landscape. And we've introduced a lot of varieties, so we're pretty proud of these small leaf varieties.
Okay, so we go from the smallest then to the massive one.
Then you got the other extreme. These are called maximum rhododendrons. These are the guys that can grow over 1 foot a year. They flower white, they have pink buds. You, again, put them away from the house because they're going to get 15, 20 feet someday.
Now, what do we need to know about these variety of plants? Because there's a certain way to take care of them, and there's a certain way to perhaps keep the deer away.
Right, right. The deer do like them, so be aware of that. You want to wrap them up in the wintertime if you're worried about your deer, or use some deer off. The pruning is really important with the rhododendrons. You don't want to prune these too long after they bloom because you'll be pruning off next year's flowers.
Yikes.
They set buds pretty early, so prune these right after they're done flowering and you'll have beautiful flowers again next year.
Okay, and this is always the guy to come see. He's going to help you maybe create that sea of flowers and colors in your yard. Peter, as always, thank you so much.
Thank you, Shiri.
And you did a great job.
Thanks.
So there you have it. That's Peter from Weston Nurseries. You're going to get a good 2 weeks of flowering. So really, if you want to enjoy it for this season, it's time to get it in the garden. All right, that's a look at the gardening segment for this week. Let's